Hello again, everyone. I am going to try my luck at Skyrim again and hope for fewer bugs and less lag this time. Now, I think I left off right in the middle of combat, so let's see if I can get back into it without getting massacred by the Draugr or whatever I was fighting. Nice of them to warn us of this music picking up with that. Okay. Oh yes, there's a Draugr Deathlord with a bow over there, and I sure don't want to get... Ooh, I got stuck on something there. I don't like this situation at all. How did you not get stunned there? Okay. I vaguely recall now what was going on. Let me pull out this staff and start covering some magicka. And did I have... Which shot? Soul Tear is on number 8. Okay, great. So maybe I'll wait for another arrow to come around the corner there. Oop. Right, I have the thing that doesn't inflict stuns on number 3. That's not so good. Well, in that case, if I want to keep that up, which I kind of do to keep leveling up Restoration, even though it's now hit what I needed, let me conjure up a Wrathman instead. He can run into melee, and then, once that's distracted this Draugr, then I will have at him without needing to worry so much about stuns. Oops. Better not hit my own guy like that too much, though. You know, it occurs to me, maybe I should check for Tech Dead and see if there's anyone else lurking. Doesn't look like it, so it's just this guy. Oh. Yeah, I guess that can hit me. He's got his bow out again, I see. I want to make sure I don't walk off this bridge and get into trouble that way. Oh. Yeah. Okay. Let's conjure up a new summon. Distract him a little bit. I don't want to get hit by one of his arrows. I feel like there's too high likelihood of them being quite lethal. So let me instead switch back to a Wrathman, I think. Gotta love Legendary difficulty, right? Even that extremely lethal shout barely takes a notch off the guy's hit point bar. Okay, here we go, though. Yeah, it wasn't that big a bow after all, just Nordic. Or, not Nordic, just... Orcish, I meant to say. Any traps in this chest? Doesn't look like it. Okay. I'm recording this in a somewhat different space. Let me adjust my microphone and see if that makes it sound more like normal. My keyboard is in a different position too, so that's why I'm a little bit clumsy on the controls this time. I guess I didn't need any of the things, I shouldn't have picked them up, but whatever. Okay, so that has opened that pathway back to where it came from before. And that creepy undead noise behind me is just my own summon. Nothing to worry about. Is there anything to worry about down here, though? No dead things, but there could be traps, perhaps. That looks like a room that might have traps in it to me. Yes, that is a soul gem trap type thing up there. I forget if I can grab those with telekinesis, but I'm going to try at least. Not like that. Okay, but can I shut them off the pedestal? No? That's annoying. Okay, how do I get up there then? Maybe I can just do it like that. Maybe if I go up the other direction through this spiral staircase, I can grab it from there. Oh, I see. They could provide a bow and an arrow for any character who doesn't have the means to deal with it. That makes sense. Okay. I do feel like telekinesis should probably work, but whatever. At least they thought I had to make sure that any character had a fair chance of disabling that trap. You know, I remember I was playing through Dark Souls 2, and Dark Souls 2 has a problem of being too easy. And so I kept giving up on runs midway through because I just kept getting bored. But eventually the way I got through was making a challenge run that I could use absolutely no ranged weapons whatsoever. And so I was getting through it and getting to one of the last DLCs, and I found out after like hours of playing the Sunken King DLC that the reason I couldn't get past some areas is that you had to actually use ranged weapons to interact with the environment in a way that was never done elsewhere in the Souls series. So that run ultimately didn't quite work out because I had to get a bow and arrow there and start shooting at random objects to move platforms around. I don't know whether that game did the right thing and gave the player for sure a bow. I don't remember. If being Dark Souls 2, I wouldn't be surprised if they forgot, but, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if they remember it either. What I'm saying, I suppose, is that generally speaking, I think that Skyrim was more carefully designed than Dark Souls 2. But both are, well, no, never mind. Skyrim is a very good game all in all, with some occasional flaws. Yeah, I'm not too worried about those darts. Okay, dead things down there. It's doing that sound that means the game wants you to know this place is cool. So it seems like if I go down there, there's no way back out, is there? You can't convince me those are just harmless bones. This is a cool room here. I don't know, without looking at them up close, whether these things are natural or not, but they kind of remind me of the columnar basalt formations that you get in a few places. The most famous case are, I guess, the Giant's Causeway in Ireland, I believe. But there's also lots of very big ones along some canyons in Idaho in that region. But these look too hexagonal to be meant to be natural. This is probably a man-made place in the universe here. Okay, what is going to jump out at me in here? The place is just littered with bodies, although those seem to be skeletons, you know, like just bones lying on the ground. Still, I don't believe it, and this blood there is indicative that something is wrong. Burnt corpses. Okay. I'm on the lookout for traps. A filter of vigor. Paper. Is this some kind of puzzle? Oh, there's the body that we're looking for, I guess. I don't know how I identified this skeleton as the right one, but whatever. Well, having picked this up, I feel like there's now a chance of something jumping out at me, but we will see. No? Really? Just like a harmless old room, huh? Well, let me get to a secluded place and read this. I don't know what kind of man Gratian Corellius was, so I'm not sure how I ought to read this. 30th Reigns Hand, 4th Era, Year 10. Received a letter from the East Empire Company today. They say that some of the miners broke through the wall in Shaft 3 of Raven Rock Mine and found some ruins. I hope this isn't another waste of time like that fiasco they sent me to in Cyrodiil. I wonder if that's a reference to something in Oblivion that I'm just not thinking of. I'll gather my assistant, Milius, and sail back to Raven Rock at first light. It'd be nice to see the old house in Solstheim again. Okay, second seed, 4th Era. Finally arrived in Raven Rock, and was surprised at the number of Dark Elf refugees living in town. They aren't really from mining stock, but I think they'll make fine workers one day. Milius and I spent a good part of the day clearing the ash off the roof of my house. The damn volcano is still erupting almost day and night. If it wasn't for the ash covering everything, it would almost look beautiful. Yeah, the ash is kind of drab, admittedly. Milius and I are headed into Raven Rock Mine to have a look at whatever it is the miners uncovered. I think I'll stop by the old swing and scoop and pick up a few supplies before we head down. Couldn't hurt to be prepared. Looks like the miners broke right through the wall of an ancient Nord barrow. I've seen this sort of thing in Skyrim before. Damn Nords have. Says you, Corelius. Barrows down the landscape, and almost none of them are ever marked on any map. Yeah, who goes out of the way to mark graveyards to be robbed on maps? Hjalti is not, of course, a Nord himself, but has great respect for Nord cultural practices, considers the Breton people to be closely related to the Nords, and doesn't appreciate this Cyrodiil sneering about this kind of thing. Looks like this barrow belongs to something called the Bloodskull clan. It is a silly, edgelordy kind of name. I'm going to take some rubbings of the inscription on the tombs and see if I can't learn some more information from my history books. It's been a few days, and I can't find even a single mention of this clan anywhere. Milius and I decided to proceed ahead. We've come to a drop-down point, and I can see a massive chamber below. I guess that's where we are. Took the better part of a day to lower everything down and climb down the almost sheer drop. It's been an astonishing day of discovery. After exploring the large chamber beyond the drop-off, I was startled to find the strangest weapon I've ever laid eyes upon, sitting on a pedestal of sorts. The blade appears to be flawless, and is emitting a faint, chilling glow. Bits of parchment I found around the chamber seem to call this the Bloodskull Blade. Man, what a silly name. Not certain if I should remove it yet. I think I'll sleep on it. That sounds pointy and dangerous. I wouldn't sleep on that blade. I've decided against my own better judgment to remove the Bloodskull Blade from its pedestal. Milius seems completely against it, but we need to bring this wondrous artifact with us when we find a way out of the barrow. Should have listened to Milius. The moment the blade was lifted, we were set upon by Draugr. Yeah, he really should have listened. That's obvious. Milius fought bravely, but he fell. I was able to shred the remaining ones, but I was badly wounded. I could barely stand. Just regenerate. Skyrim. My only chance to find a way out of this place, but I fear that I'm trapped. Exploring has been slow. I'll move for a few minutes at a time before I have to rest. My supplies are running low and I'm feeling weaker by the hour. The only progress I've made is finding a strange door with markings on it that I've never seen. Okay, so that's that puzzly door that I saw, I guess. There appears to be something that I'm missing. As they've confounded my attempts at getting through, I've decided this further in order to make any progress. Barely can keep awake. But he's able to draw these elaborate drawings instead of just letting the door that he can see be sufficient for him. I'm fairly certain that the key to the door involves the use of the Bloodskull Blade. When swinging the weapon, I'm noticing a ribbon of mystical energy emanating from it. That sounds cool. I need to check this out. By swinging the sword in different directions, it's possible to manipulate this ribbon and solve whatever puzzle this door presents. Hope you want to put this to the test soon. He swings a huge effort. I've lost... Did he write last entry there? Okay. I've lost track of time. My strength is fading. I can't even stand anymore. My wounds refuse to heal. I'm afraid this tomb will become my resting place. If anyone finds this journal, please send these notes to my superiors at the East Empire Company and tell my wife that I love her. May Arcade guide me to my final rest. You know, some of these things would be fairly poignant in the right kind of game and are pretty well written. But some of it wasn't terribly thought through, I don't think, either. Oh well. Oh, is that like the other way out of here or something like that? I don't know. It looks too wet for Hjalti to want to explore it. Without the aid of the Thum, that is. Okay, let's become ethereal going here. Ooh, chest. Well, I guess that was a mostly pointless dead end with just 20 septums in it. That was weird. I hope I don't get killed by random glitches again. Okay. Oh, there's Milius. With a magic sword that's not really worth it. Well, I don't know what this Bloodskull Blade is, but it sounds interesting. This is energy blessed with power attacks that deals 30 damage. Okay. Neat. Luckily, Hjalti, no experience with weapons, can still use this thing just fine. So, power attacks. I guess that's just holding down the button. So I guess they had to do a sideways one somehow. How does that work? What if I just press sideways? No, not that. Press sideways. Oh. That was pretty easy. Okay. Does this thing have infinite charge? I mean, if so, that's pretty cool. I mean, 30 damage isn't that much damage for that kind of slow build-up, but neat. Yeah, I like that. Good addition to a warrior's repertoire, maybe. Lots of cool new things added in this DLC. It is a strange apparatus here. Hard to understand why they would have set it up this way. What if I hypothetically just press backwards and do that? Okay, backwards is also sideways. My stamina is slow to come back here, huh? Okay, let's just fix that. Okay. Back at it. Oh. Kelty's gonna stand well back. I'd call this pretty cool. If I was a warrior character, I'd be happy to check out that weapon further. I wonder if it builds up weapon experience to hit people with the shockwave of it. If not, it could be a good way to just avoid getting XP at all while doing okay damage. Okay. Well, I'll just use the old Dragonborn solution to everything here. Am I hitting tripwires that I'm just not seeing here, or are these traps just set off arbitrarily? Yeah. Whatever, I'm the Dragonborn. I don't have time for this. Nothing dead in here, at least. Let me just check my equipment to make sure that I'm equipped in an intelligent way. Amulet of Talos, Archmage's robes. So, oh, I'm wearing the terrible Doom boots that can possibly get me killed. That's what happened. Let me replace those with boots of, I don't know, Frost is a decent choice in a Door Druid. I do have more, okay, that's good. And of course, the one ring to rule them all. Okay. Alright, this looks like a place that will surely be a boss fight coming. So I do not believe for a moment what this detective is telling me about there being nothing in there. Maybe I'll try Aura Whisper. Ah, now we're getting somewhere. I wonder if I can use these remaining traps. If I pull that lever... Now the traps and stuff. It would be hilarious to lure them in, whatever might be lurking in here. Okay. Well, let me survey my surroundings before I possibly get in some trouble in this boss room. First of all, I like that there is what looks like a way out here. Oh, another black book. Interesting. So I found a... Was that? Is that just the black book being creepy? Okay, Hermaeus 4. I'll get around to it. Valuable things, but I shouldn't take them. I should resist temptation and avoid cluttering my inventory. Just petty soul gems. That is inventory clutter, isn't it? Okay. So, back to the boss fight. I was wondering if I can get up onto that little walkway, or if it is a walkway, but I'm not seeing a way up there currently. So, a room filled with water. Maybe the Azadol boots could be useful here after all. And there's a dead thing lurking in the water, it appears. Okay. So, will it come out when I loot the chest, or when I go to the... Okay. That answers that. And it's a... Dragon Priest. And I should switch things probably to my stun spell, being the hotkey. Fire bolts. Oh, lightning! Okay, well in that case, I've got the Archmage boots, or I've got these boots. Yeah, we'll wear these boots. I think I'll be okay. At least it'll be okay. If he got out of the water... Ah. So, Dragon Priests can heal themselves sometimes. I don't want that. Wait a minute. Didn't I get a, what's the way to describe it? I got a mask that boosted my frost damage, didn't I? And here's a guy who's doing lightning damage. Maybe he'll drop a mask that does the same thing, but for lightning. That would be pretty cool. Let me eat an Elsewhere fondue here so I can keep the pain train rolling. Alright, no summons or anything like that for you. Can't have that. Don't want my Atronach to go away and lose access to that DPS. Maybe this would be a chance where I should use one of my destruction boosters. Yeah, that one sounds good. I'm doing a lot of destruction here. That could be good too. I was like drink some of these potions that just sit on and never actually use, right? I don't know what he's trying to cast. I don't really want to find out. Oh, is that like a lightning ward thing? Lightning aura, whatever it's called. I forget what they call it in this game. Well, if it is, I think I can just charge in there and absorb power from him, right? With my ability to absorb magic. You know you want to hit me with a spell. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Good Dragon Priest. Even with the Elsewhere fondue and everything, you can see I'm not getting that much magic back, and the reason, as a reminder, is that you don't charge anything up while you're actually in the act of casting a spell, which I'm doing almost continuously here. So maybe a waste to use that magic regeneration booster, but who knows? Maybe it'll be helpful to save a bit of time in Black Bookland coming up. Right, we're getting down to the end of this fight now. I can't have him healing himself and undoing a bunch of this damage. That would be really lame. So, can I kill him like that? No, I can't. Okay. Hopefully he's not healing himself right now. I was hoping to reanimate him there. I don't even know if that worked, but it would have been awesome. Okay. Oh, I hadn't even paid attention, but that gate just kind of closed while I was fighting him. Well, neat. Okay, it is like that ice mask, so I bet there's a fire one in here somewhere too. I mean, not in here in particular, but you know what I mean. Somewhere on this island. That would be neat. It would power up my fire spells. Shock is, you know, it's the element that I would most love to use. It was the best one in Oblivion, but it's just not good in Skyrim. Because it's the most expensive, it has the worst range, and it doesn't really get to be effective against most targets. You know, some things resist fire, some things resist ice. Basically nothing resists lightning, but nothing's weak to it either. Ooh, another word of dragon aspect. How many words of that shout do I have now? Yeah, I'm going to unlock that one. I want to get those more powerful shouts. I'm curious what that actually means, so I'm going to learn that for now. Well, cool. Now let's check out that black book and see if I can get another interesting reward. First, that neat mask. Yep. The mask and the sword and dragon aspect and now this black book. This is really a killer dungeon with interesting stuff in it. The Winds of Change. Okay. So at first, when I started finding these black books, I thought there might be some kind of, pattern to them. With the first one being called the Sallow Regent, which was, of course, a clear reference to one of those works that was influence on H.P. Lovecraft. But then the other ones have just been seemingly randomly named, and so I'm not sure what to make of that. Well, I guess we can see some Seekers over there, and I don't see a way past this bridge. Do I just need to pass over the water there, or how does that work? Can't even tell if it is a bridge. Maybe I'll equip Whirlwind Sprint. Or become Ethereal. I wonder if that helps. I'll become Ethereal. I had a close shave there, it seems. Okay. I think I best just charge on straight ahead, rather than take much damage from those traps. Okay. Yep. I know you're there. There we go. Okay, well. Oh, he's got his clone, huh? But it just fell to its death, didn't it? Serves it right. Oh no, it's still there. Whatever. Okay, one didn't. I think I saw a second one, though. So... I mean, they're not such a big threat so far because they resist magic so well. At least I thought I saw a second one. I don't like the look of that inky black pool. Bet there'll be another tentacle in it. Called it! Oh man, instant kill the Atronach, huh? I don't think that soul gem is worth risking my life. Although, from what I've seen, they only strike in one direction, right? Conjure Seeker. They don't seem to be very effective against me. I doubt they're that effective in my hands either. So, we'll see which direction that opens. What is that? Is that a Seeker? Yeah. Okay. I guess the way is still shut. Very well. Guess that's the means to open it. Well, might as well get a bit of destruction XP from fireballing the two of them together. Okay, let me just finish this one off. I remember this being a funny book, I think. Nagasta is an infamous slowed necromancer who was a villain, I think, in the action RPG spin-off game Redguard. The text of this book isn't lore, though. It's just kind of a modified Esperanto translation to some random website, nothing to do with any kind of Elder Scrolls stuff. Okay, oh, another one of those inky pools of doom. I don't know if I want to risk getting caught on a corner and instant killed by something in there. Okay. They are making those pools more dangerous here than they had in some previous areas. I guess I need to remember to feed on somebody at some point. How hard can it be? I should remember those fountains of magicka and prepare to use those. Is that a lurker? Yeah, it must be a lurker down there. The watcher in the water. Or or ink or whatever it is. Probably ink because there's this whole book theme, right? Okay, well there's no sense in trying to fight one of those guys until it gets out of the pool and over where I can fight it better. Until I have a summon helping chew on it too. Do I still actually have my Elsewhere Fondue going? Yes, for 3 more minutes, so that should help. Alright, let me get myself out a Wrathman. And we'll just start the stun train. And I've got that Fount of Magicka nearby to help restore me. And I guess I found that my Wrathman does a decent job of standing up to these guys when they deign to actually fight. That is. There we go. Okay, he remembers how to fight now. So I don't need to stun him constantly. Just a few stuns should help. That restorative is much appreciated for speeding this fight along. I would also appreciate if my Wrathman was doing some fighting instead of just staring into space, but we can't have everything now, can we? There we go. Well, that wasn't too bad, was it? Okay, well I don't trust those pools. Is there anything useful beyond them? Doesn't look like it to me. Some neat scrolls over here. Ooh, black soul gems, always appreciated. You never know when you need to trap someone for an eternity of torment in the soul cairn. Black soul gems. Great. Looks like I had a recording software bug there and lost about a second or something like that. The book gave me a useless skill. Alright, so now we'll see if I can make it past the inky pools of doom without getting tentacled to death. What does that one do? That actually wasn't too bad. Is this just part 2 on that pedestal, or is that the end of the area? Well, neat. That was actually quite an easy black book, except for the tentacle traps. Those could definitely kill an unwary character. Ooh, I like the sound of Scholar's Insight. What does that do? Oh. I don't like the sound of that at all. No damage to fall. I wonder if that applies to summons. If so, moderately useful. If this is all damage, I guess it's something at least. Rather than just melee damage to this. I think I'll take it. I'll take it and try it. I mentioned when I was starting off the game that, as for melee characters at least, it's optimal to play as a woman, because there are a few buffs you can get that boost your melee damage against the opposite sex, and there are many more male enemies than female enemies in Skyrim, and therefore it is advisable to play as a woman every time. It doesn't make as much difference for mages, though, because it doesn't apply to magic damage. So I went with the role-playing option rather than the optimization option here. Well, I think this probably signifies the end of these ruins. Oh, that was not what I thought it equipped. There we go. Oh, wait. Is this the other end of the place where I was stuck ages ago and couldn't find a way through? Is that why it's empty? I think it is. Okay, yeah, so that mystery from before is resolved. This is indeed how you get through that door. On the one hand, I love how these dungeons connect in an unexpected way. On the other hand, if there truly is no way through from this side, I feel like that's a bad bit of design, because the person could get stuck there as I did for a long time, trying to find a way through when there is none, which defies the usual conventions of this game. But, oh well. Very cool dungeon all in all, I think. One of the best that I've come across in a while. I look forward to... Oh, sunlight. Oh, screw this. Back inside, eat a meal there. What time is it? Oh, it's morning. It's only going to get worse. Okay, Hjalti is a little bit unhappy about that. Comes back from the Plains of Oblivion and it's daytime? Come on, what's a vampire to do? But I will pick this up next time. Until then, have a great day, everyone.